Thank you so much for tuning in. Here's Mizzy, and we have today the special guest, Junda.
Hello.
Hello, and your big brother, Steve. Welcome, guys.
Hi, everybody. Hello, hello.
Also, welcome, chat, guys. So great to see you. Sluggish is here. Frogan is here. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. So awesome to see you back. Guys, I'm so nervous today because we're doing something really different. Oh, Kibitz is here. Zippy is here. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys.
Uncle Zippy, Zach.
Awesome, that's amazing. we are doing something today with you guys together in the chat. We will explore big talk questions today, and if you guys feel you want to answer as well to these questions, feel free to put your answers in the chat. If you just want to write it down, for yourself, just think about it maybe, feel free to do that as well. I think it will be very interesting for you as well to explore these questions we have in mind today, and I hope we will have some fun exploring these together tonight.
Okay.
All right. So let's talk about you guys first, maybe. Are you ready?
Steve, take it off.
No, Jennifer.
I have one easy question for you guys. So I just want to know, like, how long do you know each other, and how did you meet?
Well, we've known each other for almost 2 years, I believe, because I just got back from a military AT annual training that obviously Steve knows. I was gone for a few weeks out of the month of June. I think it was 2018. And I had came back and just met all these people on Battlefield 1 because that was the game I was playing at the time. Steve kind of came later in a way. I met like top medics of the Battlefield at that time. So I didn't know Steve, and then I had communicated with people that were streaming. I was like, oh, maybe I should try that out and maybe see how far that goes, and like see if it was good or not, because I felt like it was a pretty good player on Battlefield, so I let people watch my stream, see how well I did. And it grew. It grew a lot, and I remember Reese's Pieces. Then, like, later down the line, I started getting rated by Steve, Avenging Storm, and I was like, I had no idea, and it was just awesome. But I say about 2 years, me and Steve have known each other. We're really good friends, and
we always check the followage on the channel.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's been about 2 years. I didn't know you during Battlefield 1. It's all just been during.
Yeah. I think it was, probably. I had made a Twitter around that time for Battlefield, and I was like, I'm looking for some medics, and here comes Steve, like mentioning me. I'm like, I'm a top medic. I'm one of the best in Battlefield. I was like, can't wait to play with you. But yeah, it's a good friendship, man. I love it.
Just in case, guys, in the chat, you don't know, like, both of them are, I would say, like, bigger streamers. They are streaming like nearly every day, and they have a good following, and they're supporting each other massively. Like, every time I jump into one of their streams, like, I have the feeling like you guys are always there, support each other, and so we will also, like, Joe, maybe just post their Twitch in the channel, so the guys, in case they're not following yet or they don't see it, so they can check it out. Great content, guys. What do you value most in your friendship? Maybe you can go first now. See.
Just the amount of shit talk we do, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, we're both vets, so we have that in common. And I've done certain things he hasn't done. He's done certain things I haven't done. So we have that going for us, a little like rivalry. And then just in Battlefield, we don't always agree on certain things in Battlefield, but we're always playing it, enjoying it, trying to build a community around it, just trying to have positive gaming time. You know what I
mean? I want to go into that quick. Like, you're both vets. So how long did you serve?
I did 5 years active, 3 years National Guard.
I did 1 year active, with the National Guard, we got put on Title 11 orders. Steve knows all about that. I've been in 6 years with the National Guard, just with them. I didn't go active. I tried to. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Or else I'd probably still be in.
What if you did you have any like bad experience in point of like being a soldier, having the uniform on, and like an interaction with society? Like what do you think? Like how do you think soldiers are viewed in society from your perspective?
Steve and I both know this. Being in the National Guard, like helping people is like a big deal for me in a way, but I can definitely see that some people are a bit intimidative because we're in a uniform, so they expect like maybe we're like the bad guys, but like not in a way necessarily. It's hard to explain, but I come off as good. I enjoy conversing with people and always like smiling with them, and it's just making like good references for people to know that, hey, I'm on your side. I'm not trying to cause any problems here. Just like even during like a hurricane event too, like we had weapons on, but we didn't have any magazines. Imagine, but like people are like, why are you carrying M4s? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. But it's crazy. Like they freak out because oh no, the military's here. Like, what are we gonna do? But no one should ever like fear that at all because we're good. I'm good. And me and Steve are like, being in the military gave me a sense of knowledge to better myself and to want to go above and beyond, basically. And I feel like I did, and it's changed me a lot. There's a lot of things I've done that are pretty stupid, but during the time I did have a good time, and I gotta say I have learned so much from it. So
What about you, Steve? What did you value most being in the military?
In the military, it's just all about the camaraderie. Like being active duty, especially like you have people from everywhere. I had a friend from Myanmar, and he was like one of my. He was so funny. His name was Ko. He spoke very little English. I was like, how did you get here? You don't speak any English, but he was adorable. And we'd go do like our swimming because every year you have to qualify for like swimming. Like you have to have your vest and a plastic M4, and you have to like jump off the high dive, take off your vest, maintain the M4, then swim for like 20 feet. And he was like, no swim for me. No. I was like, you're from Myanmar. You're always underwater. What? So he would never do that. But you had people from, Texas, all like I had one buddy from Alaska. So like just the camaraderie of meeting people from all around the world was just amazing in that aspect. And, different cultures, different conversations, different accents, people talk a little bit differently, So that was always fun.
All right, that's amazing. Do you guys want to dive into our experiment?
Yes, let's do it. That sounds scientific, and I like it.
Listen, I have prepared 24 questions, and I thought maybe we go one at a time. You pick a number, and then we just go randomly to the questions. So chat, feel free if you want to give an answer, whatever that question is, or write it down. Like I said, like just go for it. Get a pen, get a paper ready to go. This is like well, you will see what it is about. I don't want to say too much. So, what did I say? How many? I already forgot the numbers. 24, I said, right? 24. Okay, pick a number between 1 and 24. Steve, you go first.
Lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13. All right. Ooh, are you afraid of others getting too close to you? And if so, why? This is a good question because we are on social,
That's a very interesting question because like with streaming, like you want to build a community, have people close to you, but there's a certain space you need to maintain. Like I was saying, recently we all got DDoSed, so that's someone getting a little too close to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in general, I'm pretty open. Like I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Discord. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty open about everybody to everybody.
Mhm. What
But
about you, Junda? Oh, we can't hear you.
oh, Junda, you broke yourself. Junda,
Junda!
Junda.
Good. Where's the sound? We'll figure that out. Is he still in the Discord? Let me check.
I'll hug you, Jeff. Come here. I'll hug you.
Yeah, let's hug each other. You know what? I would just answer the question from my perspective. Till
Okay.
he's ready to go again. So from my perspective, definitely. Like since I joined like social media like 2 years ago, and at the beginning I was always like trying to present a specific picture of myself and not
Oh, yeah.
showing too much, you know? And
Mhm,
then
makes
step
sense.
by step I was showing more. And then when this year I made the decision like I would go streaming and actually put the camera on, there I realized that's it. That I can't hide no more, you know? This
Oh, for
is
sure.
this is it, you know? And ever since it's kind of freedom for me. It kind of felt like okay, there's nothing to hide no more, you know? I mean, of course, I'm not going naked, but
Well, for sure,
but
just having the camera helps out a lot, especially like the psychological aspect of streaming. Like people enjoy seeing and talking to someone.
nope, we can't hear you, unfortunately. Maybe Juno just leave the turn. I don't know. Maybe shut down the Discord, join back in again or something. Hello, hello.
I hear
Nope. Nope. What happened? Gender, you broke again. Oh, that's a
you.
good
It's
one.
great seeing Furgun and Respector in here. Got Berlin Jim in here. Great turnout.
Yeah.
Great community.
Yeah.
Das
Batches.
ist sehr gut. Sehr gut.
Das ist sehr gut. All right, let's switch. Let's switch and do everything in German.
Das ist nicht so
Nope,
gut.
we poor Gender. Maybe Gender needs to go to his Discord settings. I can see him though. Let's figure that out. Nope, that's not working.
Right, TZ, right?
That never happened before.
Junda's late. Junda's blowing it.
Blowing it. Hey, Julian is here. Didn't even see that. Julian, how you doing? Nice. Good to
The
see you, man.
massive beard boy, Julian.
Yeah. You know what?
He's ready for Assassin's Creed. Just a giant beard.
God damn it. Just restart your app or whatever. Just restart the system. It always works.
You're gonna braid though, Julian. You're gonna braid it. You're gonna put some beads in there. You know.
How about we just go for next question? I asked him the question when he's back online.
Yeah.
Let's do it. It's all on you, Steve.
Oh god. All right.
Oh gosh. You gotta pick another number. You gotta pick another number.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. Oh, that's a tough one. Is there anything missing in your life?
Currently a lady. Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. I didn't even know.
Yeah. Currently a lady. Yeah, that's all I was missing, you know. I've always been pretty, you know, I haven't had a whole lot of girlfriends in the past or stuff like that, you know. Especially growing up, I moved around a lot, so I've always did a lot of online dating and stuff like that. It was always pretty cool. Like people are always scared of it, but it's actually pretty cool to do because you get to, like, it's similar to streaming where you get to like meet people from across the world, across the states, and learn about their culture and their little city, their little town, and you get some knowledge. It's always pretty cool.
I mean, how old are you, if I may ask?
27.
27. You have so much time, my friend.
28 in February.
28 in February. You have so much time. Don't worry. The ladies will come.
Oh,
You can still enjoy and explore. So
True.
I see. I
That's
see much.
that's
I see much
really
potential there.
that's something really missing. What's also hard though, like being a content creator, I don't have a whole lot of time to go out. You know what I mean? So I'm
Mhm.
always indoor streaming, or I spend all my nights hanging out in Twitch chats. You know what I mean? Like
So
especially
what?
since I've been hanging out with the Oceanic community, they start
Mhm.
streaming at around midnight my time and stream to like 7 a.m. in the morning. So I'm usually just there all night hanging out with all of them.
Maybe you need a Cassie.
Yeah, maybe that'd be pretty cool.
That would be nice, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I so love watching them, and I think this is so amazing, like the synergy between them and having a lady or a boy, you know, in my case,
Yeah,
which would share the love for gaming. You know, I
oh
don't
for
have
sure.
that either. You know, so that's amazing actually to have that. Yeah. Um, do you guys miss anything in your life? Do you want to share anything in the chat? Is there anything you want to share with us? We give Johnny a little time. Maybe he's coming back. Maybe not.
Just Junda, go through your settings. Just make sure your mic is
maybe
included.
he heard the first question was like, oh no, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy. You miss
Ask
snow? Oh yeah. Respect is from Canada, so he's missing snow.
bonjour.
Well,
Bonjour, bonjour.
it's snowing in isn't it snowing in Sweden? He's frozen in time, yeah. His armor voice. You need a lady streamer. Let's do another question.
What's wrong with your son? Berlin Jim said he missed his son.
Yeah. Can I tell the story, Jim? Is that okay, or you want to write it down? I know his story with his son, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to tell it. It's okay. Well, no problem. Well, Jimmy's story is he was, by the way, also a soldier. He served in, I think, 2 wars. And he was married to a woman in Switzerland, and they had a son together. And the relationship was very, let's say, toxic
Okay.
from her side, and he decided to leave her.
Okay.
And then but he's German and she's from Switzerland, and Switzerland is not in the European, you know, in the EU. So he tried everything, you know, to get the right to see his son back again, but she
Gotcha.
totally doesn't let him see
Oh
him.
wow.
So he didn't see him now, I think, for 5 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he can't even contact, like she's controlling all of his messages. Like he can't even write him, and he's like he doesn't have a chance to get in touch with his son
Has
at
to wait
all.
till he's like what, like 18 or 19?
Exactly. He has to wait for him to be
Gotcha.
18.
Yeah,
16.
that's similar to a couple of people. If you know like Apollo or Swift Johnny P, they have kids in California, and the California's really weird about the whole like kids and mothers kind of thing, where like they're paying the moms like the kid money basically for child support, and they can't see the kid.
Yeah, but that's so dumb. I think
Yeah.
like if you have a problem with your partner, you can't, you know, you cannot let it out on your kids, you
Oh
know.
yeah, for sure.
Nope, we cannot hear you, guy. Did he check? He has to check his settings in Discord, I think. Like, go to your settings in Discord, to your audio settings, and see if you're using the right mic or something.
Oh yeah.
Jonda, you can do this. I believe in you.
But going
I don't
back,
even know if he can hear me.
yeah. But going back to your question 13 about interactions with people, I've had a whole bunch of from different aspects. Like I was on leave one time coming back home to Buffalo, and I was getting ice cream in the airport, and some lady sprinted in front of me. It was like, "I'm buying your ice cream." I was like, "Hold up, all right. I'm just here going on vacation. You can, I guess, you know, you're already slipping your, you know, your credit card in there. Buy the ice cream, I guess. You know what I mean? So it's always
Yeah.
it's always nice, but like, you know, when everyone's always like, "Oh man, thank you for service, thank you for service." I'm like, I'm just doing a job. I signed up for this. You know, I appreciate you appreciating me. You know what I mean? Like, you know. And
Question,
then
maybe. Yeah, please go ahead. No, sorry, I didn't want to
and
interrupt.
then active duty specially. there's a certain church that will literally protest outside of active duty bases and be like, soldiers are baby killers, you guys eat babies, and they're like, what the hell, you guys on crack? Like, there's actually a church that does that, goes around to like military funerals and like protest the funerals of soldiers. It's always freaking insane.
That's what do you think where this comes from? Like, I mean, this is so out of any logic for me if people say stuff like that.
I have no idea. It's just a small church where they just get around, protest the military, basically.
It's weird. Where does this sentence come from? You like you say always, like, to me, to everyone, like, I appreciate you. Does that have any, like, is there any connection to your life? This specific
Not
term?
really. It's just certain terms that I use. Like I appreciate everybody. You know what I mean? Like I always try to be like wholesome and like I appreciate everybody being here.
Yeah, I just heard everybody saying that, so I was wondering.
It's as truthful as I try to be. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate everybody. I'm just some dude that strays from a bed. You know what I mean? That's me. You can do that as well. You know what I mean? Anybody can do what I do.
Yeah, I love that. It's for me, it's a kind of term like I'm grateful, I'm grateful for you being here. I'm grateful for what you're doing, So I just love when you're saying that. It's a kind of gratefulness. So I was just wondering if that has any history for you, like.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh my god. My dumbass put it on push to talk. Oh my god.
There is one saying.
And my mic was muted too. Like I had a bunch of like settings. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
You're good. Don't worry. That happens.
There is one saying that
typical
I do say.
Junda, man.
Whenever I say like I love your face, I got that from Apollo K22. That's one of his sayings that I kind of just stole from him and kind of repeated. Yeah, I love your face.
Yeah, pro streamer, man. Junda, pro streamer.
Dude, I'm sorry, man.
Don't worry, shit happens. It's all good. Steve and I.
So embarrassed.
We totally saved your ass here. You know what? Let me get back. You can answer the question. We were just talking again about question 13. It was, are you afraid of others getting too close to you, and why?
Are you asking me that question?
Yes, please. You have to answer that question.
Am I afraid? Not necessarily. It sucks, and I'll tell you why. So settle in. 3 years ago, I had thought I had fallen in love with a perfect woman. And I was in Fort Bliss, Texas, and I had met a girl there for a few months. We were training in Texas, and I had just gotten done with training for about 2 months. And of course, I was on Tinder. I mean, I was like, hey, man, I'm going to be gone for 9 months. I'm going to be Africa. Hey, I got to go out and have some fun, I know, But I had met her and long story short, I'd met her with the 4 days we were on pass. And I was like, man, I am in love. I was like,
she's the one getting married.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go to Vegas.
Yeah. Steve knows. Yeah.
So that Monday morning. All right, who got married over the weekend? It's Monday. Who married a stripper? Oh man.
All right. That's it?
No. I was waiting for Steve to finish his sentence, and also
I was like.
Other than that, so we had met for the time we were there. 4 days go by, and I asked her if she wanted to like date me for like the 9 months entirely. So we did, and I came back, and she moved from Texas all the way to Florida just for me. I'm not kidding. And that during like that time, I was like so happy. Everything was good. I just came back from a deployment. I can have like so much fun now. I was just like balling out, man. I was just living free. unfortunately, like a couple years go by, like everything's good. Like in the beginning of a relationship, you're like happy, you're in love, you're like so sad, and then like things take a turn for a worst. We don't really get along. She doesn't approve of my streaming. I have a difficult time like trying to like make everyone happy, like from streams to our relationship. Unfortunately, I can like really function or like stop thinking about like what did I do, like why did I do this, or like is it something I'm doing wrong, and like am I the person, or like am I the wrong person for enjoying what I do and she doesn't like it. Like I keep asking myself all these questions, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then like we had during like our relationship, we had um two split ups, and like the last one was like it, and I was like, well, it was a great 3 years. I did engage her, and like a year later, we just like cut it off, and then we just split our own ways. And then, unfortunately, being the kindest person I am, I had let her like I wasn't gonna kick her out because she didn't have any place to go, so I was there for a year while she was living at my house. So I had to just like deal with like making my way around everything she was in as well. So just like being in that situation for a whole year like was so very stressful for me. And I'm sure there's people who knew about it, but like now I'm like letting people know like what was really going on, because it wasn't good. Like my streaming wasn't very pleasant. I was raging a lot. I was getting very frustrated. I had a lot of things going on during that time, and it's like just it feels so much better to be free from that position where I'm at right now. So I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. It's just like sometimes just like think about what you want to do before you do it, you know. Sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes it could be, but like just think about like the choices you make before you do them. And I learned hard. I would definitely learn the hard way. But it is what it is, and I'm so much happier now being around like such an amazing community, and I do have a wonderful girlfriend who supports what I do, and she's the best, and I'm just
Makes you
so
dinner
blessed.
while you're gaming.
Yes. Yes, Steve. Yes. It's okay, but like just like never settle for less is just what I'm trying to say. And you never know, you know. I had to wait for like a whole year to find a relationship again, and here I am. So like we've been together for almost a year now, so it's been awesome.
Do you regret it, or do you say like this had to happen so you can learn from it?
Yes, yeah, that's exactly where to go. Like it's a learning curve, you know. Everybody has them. Like my mom was like, she was like, well, it's your life, you know. You do what you want, but you have to learn for yourself to find out what happens next. And I definitely learned.
hmm Um, that's a great answer. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's very cool.
Really. Um, we also were going for question number 7 after that, so I will ask you that again. Is that okay, Steve? We go
Yeah,
for
go for it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. We were talking about, is there anything you're missing in your life right now? Gender.
Oh, me?
Yeah, we already talked about
Ah, yes.
it. Stick with you.
This is this is a little sentimental. Unfortunately, um, in my family right now, we're all kind of split apart, and the only person I really have, or people I have, are kind of like my Floridian relatives, my mother and my father as well. So, back in the '90s, I had another sister who was a few years younger than me. Um, I never really got to know her. All I know is that I have pictures with her from my mother's like photos and things like that. And her name was Neela. Um, she had passed away. She had drowned in a bucket. Um, in a scenario that I can't like really determine or know. Unfortunately, I don't know where like what happened. I don't know who was there or what happened at the time. But it's just like something that I have to live with for the rest of my life because I'm like, I wonder what would be the outcome if she was still alive. Like
Yeah.
it's something that I've always curious. Like I know she's always there. I know she's like watching over me and things like that. But like the thought is like I just can't get it out of my head. Like sometimes I just like think about it and just like wonder like what she'd look like now. If she'd look like me, she'd look like my other sister. But it's just something that's just like deep inside my like soul, and it's just I just wish like it's a happy event. I know she's like it's something to be sad about, but it's just something that I have to deal with sometimes, and like losing somebody you love is just like one of the worst things you could ever experience.
Yeah, especially a sibling.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's just one thing that I am missing out of my life right now, and it's tough, but I'm still moving forward and still enjoying the best life I can enjoy. And
I think
yeah.
that's all you can do. Like, I mean, you can't change the things in the past, especially the ones where you had no chance to make a decision about it. It did happen without you having anything to do with it.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. I would say let's pick another question. You have to choose a number now, gender.
Okay.
Pick a number between 1 and 25. We already had 7 and 13. 24.
Oh, lucky number 7's already taken?
Yep.
Okay.
Next question will be taken by the chat.
Let's go 12.
Number 12. Okay, Steve. What is something you have been curious about lately? Like something you want to learn or you want to see? What's something what are you curious about?
That's an interesting question. I've always been in a space. Like I talk about this on stream sometimes. I've always been into like science and space and
Yeah, that's my man.
extraterrestrials and aliens and planets and the multiverse. Like, is there 1,000 me's across everything?
He watches The Flash.
Kinda. Sometimes.
Interesting. Same like me. I'm a total nerd.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's actually I love science fiction though and everything around it. Yeah. Did you read any books about it or anything? Like any special shows you're watching?
Yeah. There's a book by Michio Kaku. He's a Japanese theoretical physicist, and he has an amazing book that goes deep into parallel worlds and the strings of the universe, and like if one string kind of wobbles, it causes these kind of events and stuff like that. It's
Michio
super awesome.
Kaku?
Kaku.
Michio Kaku?
Yeah.
Can you put a reference in the chat so I can look him up?
I think I found him. Wait, is it this dude? I will put the reference here. I posted in here. Is that this dude?
Oh. Yes, that should be him.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I'll check him out.
All
Seems
right,
interesting.
Yeah, it seems
Michio. Yeah, super smart guy. Super smart.
I only read like you could say like old literature. Oh God, I can't pronounce
it. And then Neil deGrasse Tyson has some amazing videos.
Oh, he's always good.
Isaac Asimov. I'm a total fan of the Foundation trilogy. It's actually not a trilogy anymore. I think there were 7 books about it. Like even other authors were at the end writing books the kind of way he wrote the books. So it's really cool.
That's always been my big interest in because we're on one little tiny planet and there's nearly countless other planets and universes out there.
Not alone. Cool. That's amazing. Chad, is there anything for you guys like you have been interesting lately to learn? Like, and I know, like, wait, Let me see here with Spectre. I know Jeff, for example, he likes to do Viking stuff and
He does
yes.
wood crafting as well. Which is super
Exactly.
neat.
I
99 wood crafting. He definitely plays
He
RuneScape.
does that, yeah.
yeah. So
right, Jeff.
that's probably his thing. I don't
Those
know.
are always the best streams of him just chiseling out the wood.
Yeah, I love it. It's so
making something out
meditational,
of
right?
nothing.
Yeah, I loved it. I hope he's doing it. He was really sick. I think he got corona, so he was really sick.
Yes, Forge and Fire, another amazing show. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I never heard of it.
It's an American series where they literally turn hunks of metal into functioning swords or knives and axes. Really, really cool.
Okay, cool.
It's on Amazon Video.
Okay, I have to check it out. He's living it, man.
I live it.
I live it. I love it. Okay.
No, I knew what he meant, but
it was better when you say I'm living it. What about you, Junda? Is there anything you're curious about lately?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm curious on how I'm gonna build my PC. It's been a few years since I've done PC building. I took a class for it because I wanted to become a computer engineer. So I got some experience done back then. I did make an A in the class. Yes. I do love technology, of course, but now I get a chance to, while building all these new amazing pieces to build a god rig of a PC. So when watching or thinking about the future in a couple of weeks of how people are going to be reacting to me while I make a PC build is just going to be something I'm going to be like, either it's going to be good or it's going to be like a freaking shit show where I'm just like fumbling around with pieces and looking like a knucklehead, just like not knowing what to do. But that's the fun part, and I know I'm gonna do that because it's gonna be a big screen with all these pieces around me, and I'm excited. Like I really am, but it should be fun. I'm just kind of worried that I might do something wrong if I'm not careful.
You gotta be very careful. Make sure the lines, make sure everything's compatible with each other.
I know.
Yeah, and take it slow. You will be fine.
Take it nice and slow. Talk to Julian, talk to all the PC boys and girls.
Yeah, all the time. You know what? I mean, just share your progress. Let us be watching you. Maybe.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do, like, so you guys can give me some feedback on like where to put the pieces in, like. It's gonna be some memes for sure. I know people are gonna be making some memes out of me.
I'm just going the easy route and getting an Xbox. That's all.
just do a live stream and then vote. Which part do you want me to put where? You fucked. Alrighty. You know what? Let's go for another question here. Guys in the chat, we need another number. We let you pick now the number. I want a number between 1 and 24, and we already picked number 7, number 12, and number 13. So give us another number. 24. There you go. Damn, this girl doesn't. All right, what is it? Oh, that's a good question. We had that before, Steve. What are you most grateful for and why? Got you, Jim. You're the next one.
Yeah, okay.
Jen, do you want to kick off, Jen?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
I'm just most grateful for the community. You know what I mean? Like, community's got me through a whole lot of ups and downs. Like, John was talking about losing his sister at a young age. I lost my little brother this year as well. So, like, that was still is, like, a relatively hard time still every day. But especially when it happened, like, the community was there. Community helps me every single day, just being positive. And that's why I always try to be positive. Like, if you guys, like, especially know, like, my streams, like, even when things aren't super good, I always try to exhibit and put out positivity and just community friendships. And, no matter if Battlefield's having a bad day that day, we just keep going forward and stuff like that. So I'm most grateful. You guys know me. I'm the Battlefield community manager for Overly Mediocre Gamers. You know, we've been around for a little over 2.5 years, and you know that community was amazing. And then I got into streaming shortly after that, and it's just been amazing, just being able to branch out and talk to people all across the world that enjoy playing video games. You know.
Steve, how many members do you have now in your overly mediocres? Like, how many platoons filled with
Well,
members?
we have 4 platoons on Xbox, but we're not super active on PC or PS4. But we do have a platoon on each platform, though.
That's insane, man.
But we
Like,
do have about
big up
900
to you.
members globally, like Discord and Facebook combined, about 900 people.
And was it you and Nighthammer that started it,
Yep,
or
me, Nighthammer, Apollo is there. Apollo is like our interpreter for op support group. With, if you guys know Little Miss Fiend, she's the founder of OSG. So we're like a sister
Yeah, I
platoon
know
of
her.
them. And then Rick Shade is like my literal right hand man of Overly Mediocre. He joins a bit later, but he is all about the battlefield and stuff like that. You know, he helps set up events. Like we actually have Overly Mediocre turkey shoot coming up here on the 21st, I think, for the American Thanksgiving. So everyone is also
on Battlefield 1, correct?
Yep, Battlefield 1. Everyone's more
Gotcha.
welcome to join, you know.
I will download it.
Can anyone join the community, like on
Yeah.
Discord?
Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody can join the Discord.
Alrighty.
I'm in the platoon now too.
Well, if you want, just how can we do that? Just shoot the link whenever you have time. Just shoot the link here to Joe, maybe, or on the GamersWeCare Discord. Just shoot the link in the GamersWeCare Discord, and then we can.
And then
shoot
it's
here.
always been amazing, you know. Like I said, it's always like the one cool thing is like thinking back like 4 or 5 years. A lot of us used to just play video games by ourselves, you know, load up the game and just play silently or shout
Yeah.
at the TV. But nowadays, you know, it's amazing. You turn on the stream or you just have a community to be able to play games with, you know, which was unheard of, 10 years ago. Playing the PS1, PS2 era, you just play games and have fun without anybody really interacting with you.
Oh
But
yeah,
now,
I was playing like auto car games that time, like Gran Turismo. I didn't even.
I do play
shooters that
Forza. I
time.
do have Forza installed on occasion.
I think I started with a PS2. I think that was my first console.
Yeah,
Amazing.
PS1 was my first one. My first game that I remember playing was Grand Theft Auto London, if you remember that.
Yeah, but I never played it. Yeah, amazing, man. So long ago. It
Yeah,
feels like
there's-
ages. So much changed. Hey, Jack Toes, what's up, by the way? For guys who joined in right now, what we are doing today, we have big talk questions today, and you all can be a part of that. If you want to write down your own answers on yourself, or you want to write your answers down in the chat, be my guest. We want to just share the love, the ideas, and whatever we have in mind today. So thank you for that. Thank you for just being here. Junda, what are you grateful for?
I gotta say the same identical thing. It's like this community has been one of the most like stuck communities I've seen in a very long time. I've never felt so like welcomed into a community, and I actually just recently got to be in the position of becoming a Battlefield Discord mod. So getting that like recognition to go even further and beyond to help the community even bigger is just something that I didn't really expect, but I wanted to try because I love interacting with everybody at the battlefield. I love to help people with the battlefield, and it's just it never ends. And of course, we're all just wondering what's going to be the next Battlefield. However, I don't want people to forget that there's still Battlefield players in the community that are still going to be playing Battlefield till the next game. And I know there's going to be people dabbling with COD, but that's okay. But I want people to understand that I'm here for you as well. And I just want you to know that whatever anybody plays, whatever I play, I'm always going to be a part of the battlefield. And I just want to make that known. So if anybody's like, where's Junda? He's playing COD a little bit, but he's going to play Battlefield. But you know,
we're still a full year until next
Yeah.
month. You know what I mean?
I know, but yeah, I
Trying
still have
times out here.
I still have to finish to get road to 500. Of course, I can't just leave Battlefield 5 hanging without getting to that 500 max
Yep.
It's difficult as a content creator, right? Well, because you see like all the bigger streamers switching to Crawl because Battlefield 5 is done basically for them. They can't get an audience for them, so they're all switching to other games. I mean, everyone is waiting for Cold War right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Buckshot Betty here. Welcome, girl.
Hey, oh Betty, oh Betty.
So glad to see you here.
Betty
girl.
the kitty cat. She has some adorable kitties.
So I think it's really, really tough right now to make a decision to say like, I want to be there for my community. I build
Oh, yeah.
on Battlefield
Yeah,
5,
exactly. Yeah.
and but I also don't want to, stagnate. Is that the word? No.
Yeah,
be stuck.
stagnation. Yeah, stagnation. Because
So
like there's only so much growth in Battlefield. Because you see the numbers.
Yeah,
As content
there's-
creators, you gotta be
Yeah.
aware of the numbers. You see, but there's been growth. People when people leave the community, they go play a different game. Like, hey, I'm done with Battlefield. You get whoever they wanted to stay with Battlefield. Because as much as Battlefield hates us sometimes, we kind of stay with it. And
Yeah.
some people just enjoy watching Battlefield. They don't care necessarily who the streamer is, as long as they're pushing out Battlefield, they'll be there. You know what I mean?
it is a beautiful game to watch, and that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing. Like,
Well, especially at certain like skill levels, like seeing like the average
Yeah.
Joe play it to someone that gets 80, 90 kills, you can learn something from everybody. I mean, watching Junda out here just chit chatting, dropping 100 bangers. Well, I'm reviving, of course. He needs me to revive him 15 times.
Yeah,
No.
crazy.
He's trying to throw me out because he knows I'm a good player, and he's like, oh, we got to keep Junda's KD up. No, I don't care, man. I'm happy playing the game how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Battlefield community is like probably one of the most welcoming communities. We've gone through ups and downs, like especially when the announcement came that hey, after Pacific Theater, there's nothing else. Like, wait, are you having a laugh? You joking, right? You're ending World War II about halfway through it. Okay. So then for the next 2 weeks, we had to deal with, hey, did you hear Battlefield's done? Yeah, I heard. Thanks for coming to the channel to let me know that I already know this. So
Yeah.
that got really annoying.
Well,
fast.
I mean, maybe we need more. You need more FAQ questions. Yes, I know Battlefield is done. But
it's all good. It was just such a ding to the community because because it brought a lot of people in actually when the Pacific Theater came out to Battlefield. People were like, oh my goodness, this game is great. Like everyone's numbers went up by like probably 25-30%. It was amazing. And then 2 weeks later, nothing's coming, guys. Like, oh, thanks guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find a balance these days, I think.
So now we just live in the what would have happened, what what it coulda, shoulda. You know what I mean? What if we gotten the Eastern Front? What if we gotten more weapons, more maps? What could have been?
Yeah, true. Shall we switch to the next question? We have number 17 in line, I think. So this was the number Jimmy gave us. You ready, guys?
Sure.
Yes.
Alrighty, Junda, you're the first this time.
Oh boy.
Ooh, if you could travel back in time to a specific moment, when would that be and why?
That's a good one.
They are all good. No, just kidding.
I would have to. I know I can't really say this because it's a very difficult time, like even for families, and we all know. I think I would have rather seen myself back when my mother and my dad both got in a divorce because I was, I believe 7 or 8, like back in 2002. I'm not really sure. I can't remember, but that's when they had divorced. And I remembered like I didn't really know, but they were just like sitting in front of each other, like just talking discreetly, and it's just like it's like I didn't understand what was going on. So just like wondering how far the relationship would have gone or how like it could have changed. And it sucks seeing like something like having your family separate because things just don't work out. I think I would have rather seen like how far it would have gotten to see if things could have gotten better.
How old were you?
Was born in 93. I think 8 years old, 7 or 8.
And you think you could have changed that?
No, yeah, I might have misinterpreted the question, but like, just maybe as like my parents seeing us as children, maybe they could have stuck together to just watch us grow, then get like a divorce later on. But like at the time, like I was lost. My father wasn't there for me. He was in the Air Force, and he came back into my life back in 2011. He was always traveling. I never got to see him. He was just always gone, and it sucked because like I would see him a couple times out of a year. He'd surprise my sister and I'd be the happiest kid on the street. But like, then he'd go like a few days later and just like I won't see him. You know, I never knew. Like I didn't question myself. I just like lived life and let things roll. You know.
Yeah, and I mean, for kids, like time is really another dimension. Like, if a kid, a day for a kid is like a really long time. So imagine, guys, a kid being seeing the father like only a few times a year. That's like, it feels like more, than it does for us as adults. So I imagine that was pretty hard for you as a kid.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I was uh I was raised actually around three women at the time, like throughout my life. My sister, my mother, and my grandmother, who was Hispanic, and boy, oh boy, was that the time to be alive. But like during those times, like I felt like I had like the sweeter side or like understanding of women a little bit better because I was just always around women. So like I always wonder if like my kindness and like helping people was from that in a way, or my mother just like taught me really well. But it's something that I think about ever so often. And like, where did my personality come from? How did I get this? Maybe it was the military. I always just wonder, but it was a good time. It was a good experience through me not having my father by me raising me and him coming back later trying to. It's just like it's a situation I can't really explain, but
Super
I, I'm
interesting.
I'm happy to where I am now at least. So I am the person I am today.
Yeah, we are always on a journey, it never ends. Like, and you will always believe me. I mean, I'm 38 now, and I'm still asking me these and these
38?
questions.
No, you're 24. Stop it, Mizzy. Stop it.
It's a filter.
Yeah, that's
I had to say that, guys. You didn't hear that before. We were messing around before we started the stream. I was asking myself, how do these girls do that? These selfies, and they look good. I couldn't make a selfie, which was
lots of makeup and lots of
yeah. We saw
editing.
like it's all
Photoshop. Yeah.
filters. It's all filters. All right. Steve, what's your
So
answer?
what was the question? Where in history would you want to go back to, basically?
I actually forgot myself. Ah, yeah. If you could travel, yes, if you could travel back in time to a specific moment, when would that be and why?
Man, that's a lot. Because I you know me, I love ancient history and stuff like that. Probably one interesting thing to bear witness to would be the assassination of Caesar. That'd be something historically to witness and be there and see how it happens and whatnot.
That's interesting.
Or
Is
like seeing Alexander the Great do his thing, march across India and stuff like that. It's very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I think this meets basically my interest in traveling the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always like I think I'm always interested in learning new things, and I think the most you can learn is by traveling the world and seeing other cultures, seeing other people. That's actually also what I love about gaming, because I love about gaming. Like, a friend of mine in Germany said, like, why are you always joining these parties with these random people, from America, from the States, from all over the world? I mean, look, I know you. I can meet you like every day, but these people, I just love it to talk to them and see what's going on their side of the world, and their
Oh, for
lives.
sure.
And
And then
that's
especially
totally interesting.
like a small caveat to what you're just talking about, like seeing cultures, talking to people. Like when I was going to Afghanistan, we stopped in Romania. Romania is beautiful. Like
It is.
I spent about a week and a half in Romania, and I felt like I was like in Western New York a little bit, like near my hometown. Because as soon as we landed, I looked off to the left or whatever. There's a farmer just taking care of his crops, the horse. I was like, hey, we're in New York, eh? You know, like it was beautiful to see. And then, go into the shop in Romania, you see all like the Vlad the Impaler, stuff, for tourists and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. Because if you
Super
didn't know,
interesting.
he had 2 castles. Vlad had 2 castles.
Did you meet Dracula?
Yeah,
No, I
Joseph.
did not meet Dracula. And then like especially like the cultural part, going to Afghanistan, I worked with NATO allies,
Mhm.
like I'm always joking around talking in German, but when I went there, we worked with Jordanians, Georgians, Polish, the Czechs, and I always did my best to be able to at least learn good morning, hello, how are you? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because I think you're discussing a little bit ago is like it's always cool to meet them on their ground first, especially as like an English speaker. You say
Mhm.
hello to them in their language, so they're like, "Wow, holy cow!" And because of that, because I learned a little bit of Jordanian, I was in Louisiana for JRTC. Junda
Oh
might know what that
god.
is.
Yes, Fort Polk. It was
Fort
awful.
Polk, I loved it. I was actually on the opposing force team. I actually didn't get shit on. I did the shitting on. But we were in Louisiana and came across more Jordanians, and I was like, "Marhaba, kiba halak." They're like, "Wait, what? This white boy is speaking our language?" I was like, "Ah, marhaba, marhaba." And
Oh,
they're like, they were thankful, they were happy that I could actually even speak their language.
It's amazing.
I think cultures are like surprised because they never expect somebody of like a different ethnicity to speak their language, and I think that's just purely awesome. Like understanding so much Spanish from my grandmother, like it's crazy. But I understand it, but I cannot speak it whatsoever. So it's just like I don't know. It's kind of tough because I definitely wish I could have learned a second language, and it would have definitely been Spanish because I mean, one, it's a pretty easy, and two, it's like top 5 most spoken,
Right.
but
I just
And
was
then
about to ask, like, what is the one thing you want to learn? Like, if it's a language you can choose. So for you, it's
or
Spanish.
well, actually, it would be Russian because that's definitely a cool language to be spoken for sure. That would be intense.
What's your Steve? What would you
um,
learn? What would you
I'm
learn? What language?
I'm not sure because like going back to the whole like cultural language thing.
Mhm.
My kind of specialty back in high school was actually languages. I took classes in Spanish, French, and German. Um, and then I moved to Canada, and I had so much language credit built up. I didn't have to take any more French classes in Canada. I was kind of thankful because having a background in Spanish and German, it was actually very hard to learn French. Like my mind was all like gobbled up. I couldn't spell any like one French sentence without
Yeah.
adding German or adding
I
Spanish.
had French in school and I can't remember anything. Like, it's so tough. I actually want to learn Spanish right now.
But I've always loved
Oh, it's
languages
Spanish
growing up.
is pretty simple though. Like
Hmm.
just use Rosetta Stone like my grandmother tried, but I never understood it like I was a kid.
But if I were to
Well,
like more like, I'd probably just kind of like try to learn more German and stuff like that. Probably I just learn more German.
yeah,
Your
cool.
friend's so bad,
Go
gotcha
ahead.
fired, gotcha
Good luck.
fired.
Good luck for you, my friend.
But I just couldn't do
To
it.
the language.
I just couldn't take the French. Oh, my one story. So if chat didn't know, I was in American high school until grade 10, and then my mother gained full custody of me in grade 10. So I moved to Canada because my mother has lived in Canada since I was about 2 or 3. So my English teacher in Canada was a British lady. So taking her classes, she did not accept that I was freshly moved. So like whenever I wrote like color, favorite, tire, or anything like anything like that, she's like, "Hey, you're spelling it wrong." I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm spelling it my way. I don't have to spell it your French Canadian way there, bud. All right, Peter Pan, that's scatter there, bud. You know.
So you had so like they would spell like armor ARMOUR.
Too many U's and mixing up the R's and the E's, like center
Yeah.
and R and the E and all that stuff.
Oh, that reminds me actually.
She was dead set. She was this
So good.
old British lady, and she just would not accept. I was like, lady, I just moved here. It's still English. Sorry, it's not French Canadian English. Leave me alone.
Shoppies. I always when I see the shops with the 2 P's, I always go like, oh, let's go to the shoppies.
That's so great because like I try to teach my kids English, like I started talking English to them like when my daughter was 2 years old, so I started 3 years ago, and my parents are both English teachers and they were totally against it. Like every time, like let's just say we had a lot of talks, and they're mostly afraid of that I teach them wrong things, which of course I will do, because I'm not a native speaker. But funny thing is now, 3 years later, my dad was visiting me like a few months ago, and then he saw the progress of my daughter, like how many words she knows and how that she really she can talk sentences to you in English, and her accent is better than mine. She has a British accent. I have no idea why, but she has a British accent.
Just have her watch a lot of English TV, a lot of British
yes,
TV,
exactly. The only if she's watching TV, I only let her watch in English. She's now starts a little bit complaining about it, like she wants to watch German, and I say like, well, you can watch in English or not. It's your choice. And then she says, okay, But so what you said, like to get to your story, that's the one thing I'm afraid of. Like when she's going to school and then she says like, she says a sentence and then she just says like, this is wrong. And then she says, but my mom taught me that, and I'm like, okay.
She's like, oh boy. Oi, bruv, you having a laugh there?
Exactly.
Put you in the boot of me car there, bud.
So eventually I will have to have a talk with the teacher about that, I'm pretty sure. So
you're off your full control either, teacher.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, let's get to another question, man. I think we are not getting through 24 questions tonight, but let's do another few.
Hey, it's okay. I'm here all day.
I mean, it's only 1600 here. I'm not sure what you complain about.
Yeah, but all right. I just need more coffee. All right, chat. Come on, shoot me another number between 1 and 24.
The one cool thing I'll say is, me and Jun are very proficient in the 24-hour time, but talking to any other like Americans, like, what time is that? Because I've actually learned time when I was in middle school. You know what I mean? I forced myself to learn in middle school. So trying to
Can you believe
easy to learn?
Oh man, there's so G4S, the company I used to work with, they had a statement of like when to be here or like when expected, like all these schedules, and we were like me and this like other army guy, we were just like laughing our asses off. They said 2400 hours and it's supposed to be like 0-100. So it would have like 2400, like be here at 2400. Like that's not
real time anywhere there, bud.
Yeah, I was like, this guy.
No, I will say that is my favorite time of every day is absolutely midnight because it's 0000. There is no time. It's 0 hour.
It is interesting to think about, though. It really is.
All right, guys. What is your greatest? Oh God, I hate that word. Strength. Please repeat it so I don't have to say it again. What is your
strength?
Greatest? Yeah, thank you. I can't pronounce that word. Like never. I always try. I can't.
Strength.
Give me a break.
Strength.
I don't repeat it. I'm too embarrassed.
Probably just perseverance, honestly, because just perseverance is probably my strongest attribute. You can always say that.
His is. Mine's loyalty to everyone. I love like since being in the army, I've gained so much respect, and I feel like I can be honest with everybody about anything. So it's pretty good, and I'm not afraid to like say what I feel or like let people like try to stop me from what I'm trying to say and things like that. So I just like being straightforward and loyal to people who like look up to me. So that's all I could say.
And then even in the military, some people always made fun of me, like not in a bad way. Like it'd be raining out, we're doing like a 36-hour operation.
Oh
And like
God.
I'd be like, guys, we're going home at the end of this. We're not deployed. We're going home.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
smile. And people are like, man, this shit sucks. I'm like, we'll get over it. You know what I mean? But then sometimes on a Friday, we'd be stuck cleaning our M4s for about 8 hours until first sergeant can stick his pinky finger down the star chaser and does not get any carbon from there. Like, because the trick is you lick your finger so it really gets the carbon. Oh man, it was a Friday night. We were there till almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So that was.
Oh, I got a funny Army story for you.
Yeah, please go ahead. I had it on my list actually. I don't even need to ask the question no more. All
right, this is definitely a Junda experience for sure. So I'm getting home. Like this is back when Hurricane Irma, I think, came and the town hit the Keys. Yeah, I had to go back because I had to take tests for my classes. So we're like, all right, you guys have your weapons turned in, magazines, everything should be good. Yeah, I turned in my magazine, Sergeant. I'm good. I'm out. All right, we're getting on the bus. A few days later, I get a call or like his team leader's like texting me is like, there's a mag missing. Make sure like nobody has their like check to see if you have a magazine on your person. It's like, all right, I checked, I don't have it. And a week when we come to drill like a week after like that somewhere, I'm not sure. I think we had to come in and it was like during a drill event. I'm not exactly sure when it was, but we had to come in at 04 and dump all our shit just because like this magazine was missing. So everybody was pissed.
Oh my god! Listen, everyone, all your gear.
Yeah, everybody was like, we had to dump our shit.
And the worst thing is, they actually have it. Like the armor misplaced it, but you didn't. So everyone gets.
Yeah. So we're dumping all our shit out, and like we're checking all our gear pieces, and here comes Papa Junda. It's like I look at my flick, and there's a magazine like tied down into my flick, and I'm like, oh shit. I literally just like, I'm standing there or like sitting there like looking into my rucksack and like following with it. I'm like, all right, what do I do? Everybody's pissed, everybody's like tired, they want to go back to bed. I just have a magazine sitting in my hand, and I'm just like, all right. And so I just like, I'm in my rucksack, and I get up and I like walk over to my staff sergeant. I'm like, I got it. I have the magazine. So he gives it to first sergeant. First sergeant's like looking at me like, motherfucker. And so everybody, I run or like just walk back like normally, and I'm just like sitting there, and it's like, well, Specialist Patterson has it, and everybody's like looking at you like, motherfucker. I was just like getting reamed from across the room to like all other platoons. It's like, it was the most funniest time and shittiest time because they just wouldn't stop telling me, like, calling me out about losing a magazine. So that's my story, and it's like something I have to live with.
It's always like so stupid. It's like at the end of the day, it's an unloaded magazine. They have 1,000 of them, but you're missing.
No, Steve. This was an actually fully loaded magazine.
Oh wow!
Oh shit!
With 30 rounds, yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah, shit happens. I mean,
they were like, you should have just buried it under the ground.
I mean, there are, especially in active duty, there are NCOs that will take extra bullets because at the end of range days, you have to turn in your brass. Like when you go to a range, when you shoot all your rounds, there'll be brass left over. You have to turn in the same amount of weight, basically, that you took out. So if we're ever down 15, 20 pounds and a non-commissioned officer, like, hey, give me 15 minutes, I'll be back. And they'll come back, they'll swoop in a bag from the trunk of their car, be like, no one saw anything. Here's 15 pounds of brass.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
there's some really cool awesome stories in the military, man. Like,
You have to write them down, man. Write them down. You will lose so many over the years.
there's one cool one. We were doing a night op, freaking a night operation with like NVGs, and I was actually a saw gunner. Like my little hobbit booty carrying around a 15, 17 pound, light machine gun. I hit a hole so hard because walking under nods, especially in like high grass, is probably
so
one
bad.
of the worst things ever. Especially if you have certain different kinds of optics. Because the military we have like one eye.
Yeah, the
NVG,
ASV.
or we have the two eye, so you literally have no vision at all outside of the double eye NVG. I
They're
hit a
called-
hole
yeah.
so hard. My top of my saw actually came off, like it popped open. My ammo spilled everywhere. My front, my custom bought like foregrip broke as well. And I'm just sitting in this hole, and everyone's like, "Where's Steve going?" I'm like, give me a second here, please. I'm just sitting in this muddy hole. Like, what does life come to right now? Like, it was just so bad. But I had to get up, put the ammo back in, slap it down, and like, I'm here, and just threw away my foregrip. I was like, it's broken. It just shattered my hand. The hole was like 5 feet deep. Like, I hit the hole hard.
I definitely know the feeling, Steve. I was a saw gunner too, so
You're also taller than me. I'm 5'5". My wingspan's tiny. And if you guys did not know, there's two different variants of the saw. It wasn't until about 2014 that we got the paratrooper version, the collapsible buttstock there, Junda. I had the full 2-foot long stock. So I'm out here like this at the high ready. I had the buttstock over my shoulder most of the time. I'm like, hey, Sweats, you're not gonna fire your gun like that. Put that back in the crook of your arm. Like, I can't. Like, it's too big.
Oh man.
Because when you're doing your operation and you have to clear the LOA, you have to clear the last 100 meters to high ready. Oh my God, 17 pounds, 20 pounds, fully loaded, just shaking. Just you can do that 3 or 4 times. You have to do the reps. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, eventually got put back to the rifleman, but that was fun, man. But it was also fun being a saw gunner because whenever you got to pull that trigger, oh man, just shooting off weight. Just give me a second, just shooting off weight real quick. Don't gotta carry this back.
Great story, thank you. Shall we go for the next question? Are you ready, guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
We had number 4, I think, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
We had number 4. We are going for number 21 then. Let me see, what's 21? Oh, that's a tough one. Guys, you can all, by the way, again, I repeat, if there's anyone new in the chat, you all can answer to these questions as well in the chat if you like to, of course, or just write them down for yourself. Or just don't do it and just enjoy the answers here. If you had 24 hours to live, what would you do?
Fly my ass all the way to Japan and like on the fastest jet in the world.
And eat sushi?
Eat the best ramen. Gotta do it. I've always wanted to go to Japan and I haven't yet. So I'm a weeb. I love anime. I love all that shit. I get pestered for it because, like Steve knows, I'm a cat boy.
Sounds great. That sounds great, Steve. What would you do?
You don't want to know what a cat boy is. You don't want to know what.
No, I want to know what you do in 24 hours.
Oh, me? I don't like. This probably isn't super legal, but just experiment with some, substances that are not legal. 24 hours. I've heard some good stories about, mushrooms and cocaine.
Me too.
Might as well, just go full send. 24 hours, see what happens,
I mean, yeah, well, you can do nothing one. It's 24, right?
Okay, can we have a second, like, I forgot, and to visit all my favorite Battlefield members and then die. I can finally die happy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think it's easier if we just pick a place and come all together.
Yeah, right? Like, I think it'd have to be like in Europe, of course, but I mean...
Almost like there's a thing called TwitchCon, if it ever happens again.
Yeah. I'll see you I'll see you at TwitchCon this year, or next year.
Whenever it happens.
If it will happen.
So one cool thing about the community, like the whole TwitchCon, like TwitchCon 2019, like I met Vince, Cassie, freaking Julian, and so many others, Prof on Fire, So it was awesome seeing like 30 of our Battlefield community. Like I only know you guys from the nipple up on your streams, but being able to hug everybody, give them my patented bear of a hobbit hug was amazing. Like I'm gonna tell you, yes, Steve will break your back. He's 5'5", little hobbit, but he has the strength of a bear out there.
I would love that. I would be
That was
totally
that was
down for
amazing.
that.
Steve says he gives the best hugs. I need this proof. Because Avenging Storm said the same thing. She loves my hugs too, so we gotta
Stormy's
mount.
freaking amazing.
But then
I love
you
Stormy.
need another person to verify who's giving the best hugs.
Yeah, I know.
I'd be down for that. All right. Oh, I lost my. Doesn't matter. I think we have another question in line here. We had number 2123. Catalyst was about to ask that.
Cat's amazing. Cat's another Florida boy. Cat's awesome.
Cat pack.
Oh. Can you share a personal experience that has given you hope in humanity?
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. I don't know.
I give you 10 I will give you 5 seconds or you just shoot, but I need to close the window. I'm fucking freezing.
Hey, can you send that air to Florida really quick?
One thing that I would do whenever I was in New York City for the Anne Frank Gala or Anne Frank events, because my family does stuff with Anne Frank, I would actually buy like 15 burgers from McDonald's and just go to like every homeless person and give them like 2 or 3 burgers. If they have a dog, give the dog a burger and stuff like that. That's what I would do.
Dang, that's a sweet gesture.
Let me repeat the question again.
It's definitely an interesting one to try to say, because like I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, that's my little bit of giving back to humanity, but I don't think we were really experienced.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Okay,
But
yeah.
it's definitely a nice gesture. I love that. But what is there any experience you had in life where you said like this is giving you hope in humanity?
Oh gosh, yeah, I have a lot of experiences. I just gotta figure it out.
Chat, do you have any?
Okay, well, yeah, that's hope in humanity. See, that's the kicker right there. I don't know about the humanity, but hope in the future, maybe. But that's a really tough experience because you can't just go off one. You'd have to have like multiple. You know.
Mm-hmm. Or let me rephrase it in a more personal way. Did this ever happen to you that when a person helped you out of nowhere on a point? And I mean, I met a lot of people here on social media. Like, there's probably 1 or 2 things, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I actually, yeah, I can say the statement. Yeah. So there was a time where unfortunately I didn't have my card with me, or my card kept getting declined because of something. But I had money during the time, but I just had turned off my card because I was trying to use my common sense and not spend money all the time. So this was like probably 6-7 months ago. A woman had bought all my groceries for me. I was like just shocked. Like she saw that I was struggling. Like my face could even say it. Like you can look at somebody's face and understand they're in trouble because just about like it's it's not looking good. So when she did that, I just like, can I have a hug? Like I need a hug like right now, because that was one of the most impacting. Yeah, it's the selflessness. It's like when you meet somebody that does like the same things you could do, it's just it makes you just like wonder like, wow, there are people like this in this world. It's not just you. And that's something that strikes that yes, humanity can be saved.
It's a great story. Thank you. Put your pen down, please.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah.
Steve, did anything come into your mind, or we just switch to the next question? It doesn't matter.
Not really.
That's okay. Guys, we need another number in the chat. Come on, shoot another number. I think we are out of numbers right now. We have
The questions are getting pretty tossed by quick, so I like this. It's speeding up.
Number. We have to look at
16 by Firegun.
16. Perfect, Fergan. Thank you. What would you try if you could not fail? What would you try if you could not fail?
Steve can answer that one.
That's what would you try if you could not? I don't even know. That's a very weird question. What would...
Here, I'll say it. Calculus. I've always wanted to do math. I love math, but God, do I have a hard time understanding like pre-algebra, college algebra, and things like that. I can't do it.
Shit at algebra. I'm shit at
I can't understand it to save my life. Like the ax plus mb equals y, like find the numbers. Like it's so confusing. But if I could like learn how to do math so well, I feel like I could just go above and beyond.
That's amazing.
I wish. I really do. I love the concept of math, but understanding and trying to figure out so many equations is like mind-boggling, you know? It's like with that Spanish mom meme, she like looks into the distance and like all these equations are floating around her face. That's how I...
Are you guys studying right now or working or just, well, I'm just curious. Like, or did you study before or?
Have I? Not as of late. I'm actually in the process of starting work soon. I've been in this process for like at least 2 months now, so I'm just waiting to work, and it's finally starting. Like should be in a couple weeks, so I'm excited. I don't know why it took so long, but it's just it sucks because we're all in the same situation.
There also about your math thing, like there are lots of universities, especially in the US right now, where you can take classes for free. I'm just saying, if you're interested, you can just have a look. You know, doesn't cost anything, and you can do everything online. It's actually amazing. I actually wanted to learn how to code, so I was looking around that, and I saw lots of
That's pretty cool.
I need to figure out how to change IP addresses in seconds.
It's called dynamic. You need a dynamic IP address for that.
Okay, well I have that.
Oh,
now, so.
he learned that yesterday.
But I guess if I were to try one thing that I couldn't fail at, it would just be learn how to fly a plane.
Easy.
Honestly, just fly a plane, I guess.
Oh, that's a good one. Fly at 2,500 miles per hour with the F-22 Raptor. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
That would be fun.
I'm totally
walk
on flying, but I would. Yeah.
Walk on Mars. If I couldn't fail, I just find a way to get to Mars and take a walk on Mars.
Oh yeah, I'm so down for that. That's actually one of my dreams. Is definitely going to space. And every time I say that, my husband is freaking out. Like, you know, don't say that shit. Like,
well, the one question is if you were offered a one-way trip to be like one of the founders of Mars, would you take it?
If I wouldn't have kids, absolutely. Yes, I would do that.
Hey, there's Neuro. Hey, Neuro.
And it's crazy. When I say it out loud, it sounds crazy, but I would.
Because someone has to do it, you know what I mean? Someone has to be on that one-way trip to Mars, you know?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I'm so interested in what's being out there. It's crazy.
Oh, that's a good one. Flying helicopters. Why didn't I think of this, man? Imagine like flying a little like a AHC Viper.
Skydiving.
Like
I was in a Black Hawk over Afghanistan, and that was, I'm not sure. Helicopters are a little wonky. You know, they shake a lot and they're very loud.
No, I hate the Chinooks. The Chinooks are the worst.
Good answer, Neuro.
I don't know. Chinook wasn't as bad as a Black Hawk, honestly.
Blackhawks are fun. I like Blackhawks.
I would like to fly a chopper as well. That's for sure. I totally suck at Battlefield flying choppers. Never go into a chopper with me.
Yeah, don't
No.
take any kind
No,
of.
I actually love flying choppers. Battlefield 4, I used the little bird to its full extent. I enjoyed flying around. What's that map on the? Oh, Flood Zone. Flood Zone was the best for
Oh,
flying
yeah.
the AH. They're like the little bird for sure.
Oh, Battlefield 4. I still miss Battlefield 4. Let's go. Let's go for another question, guys. Come on, we can do a few more. Let's see. We have number 10. Oh, that's a positive one. What's your next great adventure, guys?
Next big adventure.
Yeah. Could
I
be
guess
something small, something big. You don't have to think big. It's just something which pops into your mind, you know? What's your next great chat? Also for you. What's your next great adventure? Are you moving to a new house or are you're building your new PC, right?
Yep,
So
that's
your
my
next
that's my biggest adventure.
Playing Assassin's Creed, I guess that'll be my next. Because no one's moving anywhere, or traveling, currently. But probably just playing Assassin's Creed, getting lost in that kind of world.
A Battlefield gaming house. Catalyst wants a Battlefield gaming house. I say yes. I agree.
Yeah, why not? I mean, Steve needs a new girlfriend. Cat, he's done.
Steve can get whoever he wants. He's just that type.
True, true.
Me and Cat can share a whoopee. It'll be all right. Stay warm at night. Gonna go.
No, sleep in a bibby cover.
What's a whoopee, basically? Whoopie's basically ish.
Well, not the one with the sleeping pad around it.
True.
I mean,
true.
So next question I will pick. Oh, we had that one. Is there anything you wish you would be better at? You could improve in your life. TZ, Dead or Alive game.
Probably managing time, because being part of the military, I operate off about 5 hours sleep a night ish. I should be sleeping more, but I don't want to sleep more because you sleep when you're old. You know what I mean? Just
Oh,
yeah, I'm bad at time management, or I'm also really bad at streaming. I stream a lot, kind of, but often I'd rather just be in someone else's stream than stream myself. Like, cause I started off as a Twitch viewer. Like, I enjoy being in channels and hanging on channels. So I'm often bad at that. Like, I'll just let hours pass. I'm like, I should have been streaming like an hour ago, but I'm still here hanging out.
Yeah, same for me. I totally feel you there.
I could agree with Steve. The time management sucks. Like when you're streaming, like for a while, or like you not even for a while, you'll be streaming for like an hour, and it feels like 4 hours. Just like, what the hell am I doing? Like I felt like I just did this like yesterday, but it was quicker. It's weird. Like you never really focus on like the time when you're streaming. You're like, it's kind of just like a normality. For you, you're like, oh well, I'm streaming up, it's 8 o'clock, time to get off. Like you don't even know it. It's just like you're in that zone, you're in that moment, so it's kind of like a natural feeling, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, completely. Do you guys have a morning routine? Like when you get up, do you do any routines?
Yeah,
depends on what my morning is, honestly. Like I was saying, like I will literally hang out with our Oceanic community until 7 a.m. I'll go to bed at 7 a.m., wake up at 10 a.m. to watch Energized Night stream. Then I'll stream at like 5 p.m. Like I don't really have like a set what is my morning.
It doesn't matter. Like
wait.
Let's just say whenever you get up, you have a routine.
Wait. So you're telling me you're up all night, Steve? You're up till like 7 a.m.
Sometimes, yeah. Go to bed at 7.
Bro.
Wake up at 10. Yeah.
So you're just up like at 4 in the morning, just like having the time of your life.
Yeah, because we have like 15 Oceanic streamers to watch. You know what I mean?
I understand, but like, trust me, I would love to watch Chicken and the boys, but like, I'm dead asleep, and then
I'm not. I'm drinking coffee, hanging out.
Dude,
get your name out there. It's all about
crazy,
networking.
man.
Networking, get your name out there. Because you want to be in your channel when they should be in bed at 3 a.m. They're hanging out with you.
I see. I respect it.
I know, Fire. I know, or for Gun. I know. I just I just grew up on not a whole lot of sleep. You know what I mean? It is what it
What
is.
what I do is I wake up, look at my phone, see how many tweets I've liked and retweeted, and then I just go back to sleep. And then yeah, I do the same. I go on Energized Night's stream and like go back to sleep. I put on like on host and then just be like, I'm about like I'll take like another hour sleep and then like start chatting with everyone.
Yeah,
And say
always
what's up.
check Discord. Always check Twitter.
Yeah.
In the morning, see what dramas happen, or see who's doing some awesome like photography. Like, hey, that's cool.
Let me give you a warning because I did the same thing as you did. Like I'm always like, especially with 2 kids, you know, I can't get all the shit done I want to get done. So I'm always don't get enough sleep. But what happened?
It's always part of my mind. Like I could be sleeping, or I could be like learning instead of sleeping. You know what I mean? Like
the problem is your body is doing it only for so long. And I give you an example. What happened to me this year is like, I don't know if you know, guys, but I had another Twitter account for myself. And I deactivated the account when we had the lockdown with COVID in February because the kids were home like 24/7, and I realized like, okay, this is not working. You know, I had a mental breakdown basically because it was all too much. You know, I had to do like all the things while the kids were around, and then I was pissy to the kids. You know, and I realized like, okay, kids first. That, you know, it can't be like I'm hanging around and trying to do all this stuff and trying to work, and then, you know, I'm not good for the family, you know. Second thing what happened was, and it started then, that I had this issue with my eye. It's damn, I need a German translation now. It's like it's like tickling in the eye all the time. You can't see it, but I feel it, and I can't see really through my right eye. And this happens when you're too stressed and when you're not get enough sleep. And what I also had is I had a pain in my heart.
Oh wow.
So this is a warning sign, you know. And I took that very seriously. So that's why I deactivated my Twitter and I didn't game no more. I didn't touch any game for 2 months. And I was only on Discord. The only thing I didn't leave was GamersWeCare because I didn't want to leave the community, you know. But I wasn't really active. And so I really took care of myself. And I came back in, I think, July, August, something. So the point being is, I know it doesn't matter what I say to you right now, because at the very end, you have to go through the same pain properly, and then you realize, okay, I have to do something. But if I get to you just a tiny bit, just try to get regular sleep for 6 hours. And if you can't get that sleep,
I'll take naps
lay
on
down
occasion.
again.
Yeah, I'll
Me
take
too.
naps throughout the day. That helps. But like my standard sleep is like 4 to 5 hours. But I'll take like a 2-hour nap throughout the day on occasion.
Yeah, but I mean, listen to yourself. I think that's what I tried to say, because you said in the first place. I think if you think a schedule will help you,
yeah,
then just, you know, make the schedule.
That's really, yeah. I can't like stop and like think like, Steve, come on. I mean, like, we care about you, dude. Like, don't like overdo it, you know.
Oh, I know.
Even with the chip challenge, I was like, God damn, he's eating 2 chips.
Did you see that, Busy? The chip challenge?
He just never. He's a.
Hey,
I like to test the limits. You know what I mean? I like to test how much I can take. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that again. I will not be doing that chip challenge.
Don't worry, I got you. I'll try.
That hurt so much. Like, but the thing is, though, I've done other hot challenges. I've done the Buffalo Wild Wing challenge, and that hurt for longer because you're eating a ton of sauce, ton of the meat, so you're hurting on the insides more. But with the chip challenge, it's a tiny amount of mass, but it's super hot though, so it only hurt for about 6 hours. But there was about 4 hours of brutal pain.
Wait, explain me again.
What
was the challenge about? You eating chips?
Yeah, if you check my Twitter, I had it pinned for a little while. But basically, it's just called the Pequot One Chip Challenge. But I had 2 of them. They're like 4 or 5 million Scoville. It's an all black, nasty looking chip, and you just eat it and see what happens.
See, Okay, how about you guys make a pact and you bring something on the table, what you want to change, and that's maybe your sleep schedule, and you bring something on the table, and you will be trust buddies. And you try to do it for 30 days and see if something happens. How about that?
I'm down with it as long as Steve's okay with it.
Yeah, we'll see what Jenna comes up with.
What do I have to come up with? I already said you want a better. So I have to make one for myself. I thought it was like me make one for Steve and Steve make one for me.
No. Look, the whole point being is you have to go in for yourself. It doesn't matter what other people tell you. It's always the same. I mean, so many people told me before, Missy, take care of yourself, and I didn't listen. The only thing, you have to go in.
I think EK just hosted the channel, by the way, too.
Yeah. EK
oh, thank you so much for the host. I didn't even realize. Thank you so much, guys.
But yeah, EJ, your EH Shorts. Yeah, the challenge was just to eat a chip. The Twitch chat gave me like, hey, have this challenge, see what happens. And I was like, all right. Mama didn't raise no bitch, and I did the challenge. So I'm still proud of myself. I'm proud of myself, because I like being able to test myself. Like, how much pain can you actually physically endure before you cross that certain threshold? You know what I mean? What does it mean to be human? How much can you take? Kind of. Well,
I believe Steve can take over 9,000 because this guy does not know when to stop, and he doesn't. That's what I love about Steve. He'll just keep going. He doesn't give a damn. He is a ice road trucker, man. Like he will not stop till he gets his mission complete. I gotta give it to him. That's what part of being in the army is. You never stop, no matter what.
And that's a good thing. That's a strong, good. What do you say? Like attribute? No.
Yeah, attribute.
Yeah, definitely.
So what are you bringing on the table, Jenner? Come on.
That's what I was saying. I would rather Steve make one for me. However,
you guys
I think okay. Here's a good one.
We can do some kind of push-up challenge or something like that.
No.
No.
Dude, push-up.
You have a good one?
I think so. I think to get involved with like Steve said, more communities and networking, because I think that's something big, and I've kind of lacked on that for a while. I stay kind of interacted with other mainstream Battlefield players. Steve knows, so I surround myself with communities that are fond of me, but I haven't introduced myself to smaller communities that haven't or don't know who I am or don't know who Steve is per se. Just a new viewer who's playing Battlefield just to play Battlefield. I can introduce myself hey, how are you? My name is Junda. I also play Battlefield, and start interacting just by the small basis. However, and Steve says, the time zones suck because I'm not going to stay up all night and go watch Chicken, play Battlefield, at 4 a.m. I just can't do it. And, the way Steve does it is just, insane. I can't stay up all night to just, watch somebody. As much as I'd love to, I just can't do it. I'd rather, find a way to host them while I'm sleeping, But it's crazy.
Yeah, I feel you. All right, guys, we talk again in 30 days. I will put it in my calendar. I swear. I will put it in my calendar. Let's do one more question, guys. How about that? And then we gotta stop. And then
Augie, Hooligans, Assassin, Betch, all the friends.
All the fams here. This is all the fam right here.
Augie's like 6'5". Augie's a huge boy.
Damn, guys, thank you so much, man. You all joined in.
We got some great Canadians.
I didn't even see that. We have 49 viewers here. Thank you so much.
All our beautiful Canadians. I love them.
Unbelievable. So much love. Guys, hit the follow button if you don't mind. We are doing the podcast every Sunday, and we will have a charity event at the 22nd. This will be so fun. Junda will join us as well for this one, and let's see. This will be amazing. All right. Give me a number between 1 and 24, and I see if we didn't have that yet.
Can we do LeBron James's number?
What?
No, that's a joke. No,
Okay,
I don't
didn't
even
get it.
watch basketball, so I can't even say it.
Mr. Krabs, Augie, all the
Yeah,
buds.
everybody's here. All the fam's here. Crazy.
I didn't forget your question, Yuka. We'll
But
come
who
back
brought
to
the
you.
poutine? That's the question. Who brought the Canadian
I have
poutine?
actually a few more. Come on, I have a few quick ones. We can do that quick.
Okay.
How do you recharge if you are out of energy? Like, how do you recharge? Are you going for a run or what are you doing?
How do I recharge?
Yeah.
I'll pet my kitty cat. I'm very much into animals, so if I need a break or just to recharge, I go hang out with my kitty cat, go on the treadmill for an hour or so. That's how I recharge.
That's a
Good one.
this is stupid, but it's funny. I like to go out and grab a couple Hershey's cookies and cream bars, sit back and listen to some music. It's just
Coffee.
basic.
I
Real
got
basic.
you. I got you with the coffee. Pineapple pizza. Perfect, Teasy. Guys, yeah, you in the chat too. If you didn't see that, we are doing big talk questions tonight, and we all want to invite you. So if you want to give your answers, just put them in the chat. We would love to see that. So how do
Mizzy,
you? Yes, please.
Have you ever seen those half-pound Reese cups?
Those are too big. I can't do that, man.
Like you can find them on Amazon. Literally 2 cups. Each cup's half a pound. It is.
You Americans
amazing.
and your cups, man. You drive me nuts. like for us, you know, I have a couple of American cookbooks, and everything is there in cups. You know. God damn
Well,
it.
no, an actual cup. Not a cup.
No, like
actually.
they're actual
Reese's
half
cup.
pound. Like they're
You
in
know
the
the Reese's cup?
they're in
No,
the
I have
One
no
of those.
idea. Oh,
Oh.
no. What about them?
They're
good.
half pound. It's a half pound of chocolate and peanut butter.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a
my
half pound
goodness.
Reese's cup and a wrapper.
I'll share in Discord. They're
Yeah, share it on
massive.
Discord. I don't even think I can get it here in Amazon. You know.
But
in
you know what
Germany.
Reese's is. You know the
Yeah,
Reese's cup?
yeah.
But imagine you get 2 of them in a package, and each
Oh
of them
my
is half
goodness.
a pound, literally half a pound. So you get a full pound of Reese's.
You
cups.
just want me to look pregnant again. That's all. God damn it.
No, my kryptonite is Kit Kats and Reese's. I can devour those so good. I love Reese's.
She just opened the door and just shut it again. Like, no, I'm out of here.
You could have said, man. You know you're welcome.
Tell her to
here,
bring in
babe.
the kitty, Junda. Tell her to bring in the kitty.
Oh my gosh, babe, bring in Simba.
That's amazing, man. I think they all love it. There she goes. Hello, beautiful.
Aww.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
McGee's?
Jenna's girlfriend.
I see you the first time, little lady.
Oh, that's a Simpsons reference. I know that reference. Simpsons.
Sinbad.
You bring in Simba? They want to see Simba. Simba's not my cat, unfortunately, but I would definitely take him as my own if I could.
She has a great hoodie. Freaking the
Yeah,
Absolutely. I love that.
She got that at Universal, which you're
nice.
coming next week, right?
Ah.
Dude, take a trip down, man. Like, come meet up with the fam. Like,
Jealous
We'll
of
see.
my duck hoodie.
yeah, he's jealous of your Duff beer. Oh, Simby.
Aww. A Garfield.
He
then,
does not like being held though.
Hooligans chat has like 6 cats you can see on his stream. Like, there's a bed behind his stream. You see
Everyone
6
loves
cats all the
cats.
time.
Yeah, I love cats.
So
My
cute.
sister is visiting me on Christmas, and she's bringing her 2 cats.
Oh.
I so love it. Yeah.
Yeah,
My husband is allergic to cats.
I want Hooligans Kessler. I want Kessler. I'm coming to get him next week, by the way. So.
Oh, that's amazing.
Taking a trip to West Coast Canada, bud.
Do you I have another question? Do you guys have a bucket list? Bucket list of things you want to do, and which
Not
is
really.
on that?
Nah, really.
What would you put on the bucket list then?
Probably visit some countries. I do want to visit New Zealand and Australia because that's always been something I want to go. I want to go visit the Shire in New Zealand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to Hawaii where I was from, not just for the Hawaiian pizza that I absolutely love and Steve hates. I think half the chat hates me when I say that pineapple goes on pizza, but you know, I'm not going to start anything. I'm not going to start a debate. But I just enjoy like the tropical like nice weather, not like Florida where it's just disgustingly hot all the time. I'd rather go where it's like cool, but like the beaches are beautiful and like everybody's surfing and having a good time, and that's something I truly miss because I do love surfing, and I never really got to like show anybody or experience like the community or like Battlefield community that I do surf, and I just haven't been able to in so long because I've just been carried away with so much. But that's something I do want to do again.
You guys think for a bucket list here in the chat? Come on, I want to hear it. Like, do you want to go bungee jumping? Do you want to learn a new language? Do you want to...
Oh, look, I got a strike going on pizza. Everybody's like talking about
pizza?
like the pineapple.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It'd be nice to go skydiving, I guess. Just get that out of the way, you know, just go skydiving.
How do you call that? This these things where you're on these hovercraft thingies.
Oh,
on water.
Water.
What's the fucking name?
Skimboards? Paddle boards?
Something like that. I want to do that, but I can't remember the name.
I have paddle boards. My dad owns a paddleboarding business. Actually, it's crazy. He started back in 2010, and like it blew up. Like
Snowboarding,
for, like, a long time.
skydiving, indoor skydive. What is indoor skydive?
Basically, you're in a building. And
I think he's talking about COVID skydiving.
Yeah, it's indoor skydiving.
I want to do base
Dang,
jumping.
nice.
I just want to do like a backflip off the Empire State Building and just like float across the city. You know, that'd be awesome. But obviously, that's not where you do it. You'd have to go like off of like somewhere in India, like on the tallest mountain, and just fly.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
one of those squirrel suits.
Yeah,
You know,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah.
I actually, what's one thing on my bucket list is also like, you know, this series on Netflix, Chef's Table. Have anyone seen that? Chef's Table.
Yes.
You mean? Oh, okay. No.
So what I did is over the time I made a list of all these restaurants I would like to eat in this series. Like so I made a plan. Like I want to travel the world. And in each of every country where one of these restaurants are, I want to go into this restaurant and eat there. I would really love that. Yeah, well, I'm a foodie person. I love good food.
Oh, food is amazing. Like, Hunter already knows in the chat. Like, a few weeks ago, a buddy of ours came down to visit, as Steve knows, alternate assassin, who's in chat. I got to meet him.
The wonderful Hunter.
We went to a place called Ford's Garage, and I tried this like burger for the first time. I've never like had it, so it was like a brisket with like bacon and like a nice like half-pound patty, and it was just like godlike, and it was so good. I was like so impressed with just how like it came out, because I mean Hunter knows like we were waiting like an hour for our food, so but it was definitely worth it. Never forget Jake.
That's amazing. I love it. Steve, give me one number between 1 and 24, and then we stop this one. If you
3?
get a number 3. Did we have number 3? We had number.
The question is, when is Junda gonna get a beard like this? That's the real question.
Dude, I can't grow a gosh darn beard, man. Like my face doesn't allow it. I need coconut oil.
The Bills won, by the way. The Bills beat Seahawks.
Give me another number. We had number 3 already.
1.
We had. Do we have a number 1? What's the best part of your day? That's a beautiful question, Joanne.
Oh.
Guys, everyone else in the chat, what's the best part of your day?
Best part of the day is honestly just waking up and just tuning into a Twitch stream and seeing my friends. Honestly.
Yeah,
I will set an alarm for Augie's stream. If I think I'm gonna sleep through it, I'll set an alarm just to be there at 10 a.m. and just see his beautiful face and see Hunter's face and
you share the love.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
that
is probably the most driving force through every day. Just be there and see our family.
I can vouch for Steve when I say that, because that's pretty much what I do. Is just like wake up and like go to the closest Twitch and just interact with everybody like pretty much with Energized Night and see all the homies and just like collaborate with each other, you know, and just, it's awesome. And my microphone's muted. Yay!
No, you're good. We hear you. We hear you.
Okay.
Muted, we hear you. It's all good.
Okay.
I'm probably just fucking with you.
No, on Skype it was like microphone muted. I was like, what do you mean? I'm
Well,
talking.
Skype's fine. Skype's
No,
fine. 'cause you're talking to
you have
Discord,
to be
remember?
muted on Skype. That's why we're on Discord for the
Jeez,
Wake
scaring
up,
me.
coffee,
Skype's.
preach. Early morning before.
You should have just like not talked at all and just like let me ramble on about like me having to struggle with the whole thing. But yeah, that I gotta say, like this community is like pretty much like set in stone. It like we all like got each other's backs for the most part. I mean, like there's no other place I'd rather be.
It's beautiful. Well said, well
100%.
said. Guys, they're talking about you guys. I hope you know that. They are so appreciate you.
And then also, like, one of the best parts of the morning is, like, before everyone wakes up, you get to see, like, the sun's coming up just barely, the fog over the grass. Always very
Well, you live in the country. I get to see
I
cities
do. I
and
do live in
trees
the country.
and the hot sun.
I get turkey and deer in my backyard. I have some horses over here.
Yeah, I bet that's
you want to pet the horses?
beautiful.
Come on up. Come pet the horses. There's a pony. We have a pony that's older than me. The pony is like 30 years old. You can come over and pet him.
That's amazing. Cylon, I hope you're still here. Cylon, are you still here? I know Cylon had a couple of questions. Also, you guys in the chat, if you have another question for us, I am happy to answer the question as well, of course. For Steve or for Junda, if you have any questions, just shoot now, and we are happy to address that. Let's see.
Have you ever had poutine there, Mizzy?
Protein?
Yes.
Yes.
In the form of
poutine.
shakes? In form of shakes? Are you talking a protein or
No. So it's
a Canadian dish.
It's a Canadian delicacy. You can make it at home. It's super easy. It's 3 ingredients.
Okay, tell me.
Fries. Okay, I'll say it for him. Fries, gravy, and cheese curds.
Let it talk.
I'm too excited. I'm excited as well.
But because you're in
love
Europe, it might be hard to get cheese curds. Just use brown or not. Just use like yellow cheese, yellow melted cheese. Put on the French fries with brown gravy. It'll go straight to your hips and your thighs, but it's so worth it.
So
it is
again,
it
you want
is
to
a
make
Canadian
me look
delicacy.
pregnant.
No. Because you know how America we have like ice cream trucks. Canadians have poutine trucks. I used to go out.
I want some though too.
My senior year, I used to go out and get a fried truck, get some poutine for lunch while in school.
Poutine. I have to wait. I have to write this down. So I will try that. I will try that, guys. And I will post that on Twitter. And you say me if you tell me if that looks right to you guys. So
Mizzy, there's also other ways you can do poutine as well. It's not just like that's the standard way, but you can add like shredded beef,
Bacon.
onions, bacon, all these different assortments just all over your fries, and it's pretty much S tier. It's absolutely amazing, and I think Epcot has like at Epcot, the World of Epcot, you can get poutine at the Canadian or like the Canada area, which is right where you walk in, and they have poutine for sale, and it's absolutely amazing.
Sounds
and it's
amazing.
so simple. It's so simple as well. It's so easy.
Amazing. Thank you guys. I always love to get inspired. By the way, that's for all of you. If you ever feel you have like a home cooked meal, a recipe, something you want to share, my DMs are always open for that because I love to cook like specific, original recipes and know it's from another country. And, this is the stuff you can't find in cookbooks,
Mizzy, one thing that my grandparents used to do, they used to put hard-boiled eggs in with the pasta sauce for pasta.
Hard-boiled eggs in pasta sauce, and then just let them cook with it, all right?
Yeah, just put them in there, and it adds a certain texture. Because if you ever get like fried rice from the Chinese, they have egg in there. It just adds that certain texture to the pasta sauce, and it's really good.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you don't like fry the egg. You just have your egg and
Do you eat beet eggs, Steve?
Do I what?
Like red beet eggs?
What do you mean? I've never heard of it.
Like it's like hard-boiled eggs dipped in like beet juice. Like
Ew.
no, people love those. I don't know. Like you'd be surprised.
There's actually a place around me that's actually from Buffalo. They put ham in the bottom of a deviled egg. I love deviled eggs
Oh yeah, me
so
too.
much. But they put ham under the egg yolk, and it's
Ew.
so good.
I forgot.
Hey, people love interesting items. I don't like them, but I was just curious.
Hey, what the
Okay, I think
juice?
we
Get outta here.
solved the issue.
Beets
They're
and
not
eggs?
hungry no more.
What the hell are you
I
talking
know.
about?
No, they're real, and it's
The
it's
real
an
question-
Italian thing
The
because
real
my girl.
question is, who puts ketchup with their mac and cheese? That's the real question.
Okay. Here's a solution. You can only do it if you have a burger and ketchup type of combination. You know, if it's
Yeah. It's also a very Canadian thing, is putting your ketchup with your mac and cheese.
Well, you know that in the UK, they like to dip it in vinegar.
hamburger helper, basically.
Yeah, that's also a very Canadian thing. You have a lot of vinegar, dip your fries in vinegar. I don't like it too much.
Yeah, that's for me like ugh.
Or
I
the
don't-
frosty, dip your egg in a frosty and.
But strange thing, I like vinegar. I like vinegar chips. So
Oh yeah, vinegar chips, all dressed chips.
I
You
actually
know.
like that.
I hate vinegar chips. I can't
Dill
do it. That's too
pickle
much.
chips?
I
Mm.
feel weird right now.
All the
Well,
vinegar, too much vinegar, it like throws me off. I can do like vinegar,
Salt
like
vinegar. Salt vinegar chips.
Salt vinegar. We totally are off the topic now. I love it. I love it. Guys, I think Cylon left. I think he went to sleep, so there are no questions for him no more.
Yeah, Hooligan's here, Mizzy. Hooligan's here is making like a 5-course meal like 3 times a week, always with his grill, making wings and ribs.
And he's Canadian, right? Yeah,
yes,
Hooligan.
he is.
yeah, hooligans, and he needs to send some to me like pronto. I've been trying to put in an order for like smoked ribs for the past like 5 years, and he still hasn't sent them. So I'm still waiting. Come on, hooligans, where's my order?
Cylon is here. Cylon, you said you had questions.
Ooh,
Now's
sour
the time
cream
to
and onion.
shoot.
Yes,
Yeah,
Cylon.
Pringles. Yes,
Sour
now
cream and
that's
onion?
good.
Ooh. What
And
about? have you
wait,
had-
Hooligan? Before you said Hooligan. If you ever
Yeah,
come to Germany,
alternate. Those are amazing.
if you,
Zapp's voodoo chips. Oh, sorry.
if you ever come to Germany, then you come to me. I want to learn.
and then one weird thing Canadians have is actually ketchup flavored chips. You gotta be very in the mood for
Oh,
it. But literally
yeah.
just ketchup flavored chips. They're pretty.
Yeah, we
decent,
have that
you know?
too. Yeah, we have that too. We have that too here, actually. I think we are pretty. We probably have most of the stuff you have, guys, just in another form, another package. Damn, that's so good. I'm so hungry right now. No
No,
questions
me
today.
too. I know. I'm about to go out and grab some Wendy's.
What is it? 2200 for you there, Mizzy?
Yeah, it's late for me. It's 11 p.m. right now. I
Hey,
have to get
Missy,
up at 6.
we
Favorite game
appreciate
of all time.
your
Favorite game of all
time
time.
for
Nice,
inviting
fantastic.
us on your show, by the way. I'm very thankful to be here.
Hey,
And I'd rather you get your sleep because sleep is important.
I love you guys, man. It was so
I
fun
love you
talking to
too.
you.
No,
We
that
love
was
you,
awesome.
Mizzy. We
Really
love
amazing. Also, guys in the chat, I so appreciate that you all staying here, laughing with us. It was so amazing today. So much love, guys. Amazing. By the way, I still didn't get who did the amazing way to our show here. I didn't get who that was. I think
Energized Night.
Energized Night.
Yeah.
Damn. Thank you so much. Unbelievable. We gotta wait here in our stream. I think this was our first wait in the podcast. So amazing. Thank you so much. And I have to work on our stream elements notification because I didn't see any notification for that, right? Crazy. I have to work on that. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't see that.
No, you're okay. If you
Apologize.
need help, I can definitely help you on how to do it. It's very simple.
Yeah. I know how to do it. I just have to do it. It's
We
more
love you,
time issue for
Zippy,
me.
and General, and Furgun. Amazing friend.
Exactly.
Jeff's
Yeah.
probably lurking around. Amazing, Jeff.
Thank
Can't wait
you,
to see what you're
Zippy.
working on there, Jeff. You're working on some top secret redacted things. Can't wait.
Guys, shall we? I have a question. Like this type of questioning, I did the first time tonight, and I mean, it is like every podcast I do, I learn something, and I'm trying to do something a little bit new. Did you like this today? Like this big talk question? Shall we do that another time? Was other people or with one of you guys. You know, I mean, I'm always open if you want
Hey,
to.
I did
Eh.
mention this earlier to Missy too. Like, if you ever needed a co-host, I would definitely be up for it. I've always wanted to start a podcast or come up with something to do like that. So if you definitely need somebody, I will be more than happy to help you.
An
Awesome.
Augie and a Shell GG cast? That'd be great.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, get more duo casts. I would watch that, man.
You
Like,
heard
this
that,
is awesome.
Shell?
Shell is an amazing dancer. I watch her stream. She's always just dancing and vibing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love her. She has such good vibes, and
Doing
she's a
shots,
great
going
medic.
wild. She's amazing.
Definitely. All right, so Jenna is doing maybe even the next show. We will see. We will talk about that later. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Just be on time, Junda.
Oh, okay. Yo, listen. All right, chill. I was trying to figure out all these settings, and I think it was like all these things attached to my microphone all at once. So I just had to just restart the PC, and no, that's not excuses. I'm sorry.
You're good. Don't worry.
Hey.
Everything was fine. Hey, it was everything fine. We were here online.
Yeah.
Everything was good. Don't worry. And I mean, shit happens about the sound, so don't worry. Everything was fine. So, guys, I would say if you guys don't have a question to these awesome dudes, also if this actually would be the case, I'm just saying, I don't believe so, but if you don't know their streams, but please check them out here. I hope I didn't mistype anything. That doesn't even work. Perfect.
Oh yeah,
Joe.
you forgot to add the.
And we gotta be honest, chat. Are you
Oh,
not
God damn it.
entertained,
Yes,
chat?
I did.
Are you not entertained? Are you not happy to be here, chat?
Joe,
Are
can you put
not
the links quick in here? And Joe, can you do also? Oh wait, maybe I need to log out. I need to log out. Wait a second.
Oh, there you go. It's working.
It's working. It's working.
Steve's got his.
Yeah,
What
thank you.
mask
Thank you
is
so
that?
much. He did it. He did it.
It is.
It's like
it's a MF Doom. Mask.
Yeah, that's
like, it's
what
not
I
actually
thought.
Gladiator, but it's MF Doom. But I
Yeah.
use it. You know.
He does amazing beats, man. Like, I love that guy. I knew it was familiar.
That
just
used to be Owens. That used to be Owens, but obviously doesn't need anymore. So I kind of adapted it for my own stuff.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, I think we are about to head off here. Guys, we will wait.
This was lovely. This was so much fun.
Yeah, definitely. I really loved it. And I have so good vibes, and I'm really hungry right now, so I will probably eat something.
All that food talk for an hour.
All that food talk, man, drove me nuts.
I got dinner coming soon. It's also 5 p.m. here.
I think I'm gonna go get dinner before I start anything. Go grab something.
Go grab something.
Oh, Jen's in here. Hi, Jen.
Good Jen is in here.
Oh, yeah. Like I really appreciate it again, Missy. Like I can't stop saying it. Like, I just feel like this opened up a lot of connections. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
No need to thank me. I'm just grateful for you guys, joining me on this journey. We
appreciate you bringing us in,
Yeah, we are trying here to, give something back for the community together. And it's not only me, we are doing this together here in GamersWeCare. It's not Missy Cares, it's GamersWeCare. Also, if you see my face, that doesn't matter. I just try to give us here an opportunity. So giving back is fun and sexy, and and I think doing it together is just more fun, right?
And it's fun talking about other things outside of Battlefield. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, about us, our history, what we do for Battlefield, but more than just what is Battlefield.
Sure. Yeah, I know you guys care. I know. I can see that like so many times, and that's why I'm keep going. That's also the funny thing. Like, every time I'm struggling in my own life and I don't have the energy for GamersWeCare, and I know you all have been there for your own streams.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know why, but every time I'm in there, without reaching out to anyone, I get messages from random people, like they are thanking me for doing what I'm doing, and say like, okay, I keep going, and this really helps. Like,
it's a small thing. People that don't normally speak up, you get a message from somebody like, "Hey, man, I love your streams." Like, I appreciate it.
Those are awesome.
Always those small messages. Really
exactly. Yeah.
It is absolutely.
It brightens your day, and like, it just makes like everything better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I would say, like, maybe this is the one thing. If maybe guys, do me a favor. If there is anyone here in your life in the gaming world and you think you could thank him for anything they do, you appreciate something they do, tell them.
Hmm.
You know, just share it, and
Junda.
y- you would change their life for good. I'm so sure about that. So, all right, guys. I will wait this channel now. I wish you a beautiful night. Love you so much. We will see each other next week, Sunday, 3 p.m. EST. And please save the date. We will have a charity event at the 22nd this month on Call of Duty. We are not sure yet if Cold War or Modern Warfare, because we want to wait how the game actually is. Is it playable on crossplay? Yes or no? You know?
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter what game we are playing. We will have so much fun, I'm sure.
We love your faces.
Take care, everybody. Thank you again, Mizzy.
Oh,
Hope you
shit.
all have a.
I think, wait.
Who
he
are
locked.
we raiding, by the way? So I can follow.
Yeah. We are waiting Necro. He is having another
Oh.
podcast right now.
Oh,
I know
Necro.
Necro since Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
I've known Necro forever. Holy cow.
Necro is great.
But Joe, please don't lock me out again. I just logged in and he locked me out, I think.
Okay.
So let me try that again.
Oh yeah, Necro was freaking amazing.
Okay, now it's working. All right. Thank you so much, guys. So much love here. See you soon. We need music. We need music. We need music.